Listen to me closely. You are being lied to. Maybe not right this second, but it happened today and it's going to happen again tomorrow. It might be your boss promising that raise that never comes. It might be a mechanic telling you a part needs replacing when it's perfectly fine. It might be someone you love hiding a secret that could destroy your family. Most people, they are walking targets. They think they can spot a liar because they watched a couple of movies. They look for the fidgeting, the lack of eye contact, or the stutter. But guess what? The best liars, the sociopaths, the career manipulators, they know you're looking for that stuff. They look you dead in the eye. They smile and they lie with absolute confidence. They are playing chess while you are playing checkers. But there is a glitch in the human brain, a hardwired flaw that even the best liars can't patch over. It's called cognitive load. See, telling the truth is easy. You're just recounting memory. But lying is exhausting. The brain has to invent a story, track what they've already told you, monitor your reaction, and suppress the truth, all at the same time. I'm going to give you a verbal weapon today. It is a single question that spikes their cognitive load so high that their brain short-circuits. It forces them to stutter, pause, or crack. But this is powerful stuff. You have to be ready to handle the answer you get. If you value your safety, if you are done being the person who gets taken advantage of, I want you to hit that like button right now. Do it as a commitment to yourself. Hit like if you demand the truth in a world full of fakes. All right, here is why the old way of spotting lies fails you. You ask, did you steal the money? They say no. Simple, easy. You gave them a yes or no path. You made it easy for them to deceive you. You need to take away the easy path. You need to force them to process information they weren't prepared for. When you corner a liar, their instinct is to defend. But when you confuse a liar, that is when the mask slips. The question I'm about to teach you isn't an accusation. It's a trap disguised as curiosity. It bypasses their rehearsed defense mechanisms and goes straight to their panic center. We are about to walk through exactly how to deploy this. You can't just blurt it out. You have to set the stage. You have to wait for that moment when their story feels a little too perfect. That is when you strike. Here is the weapon. It's a phrase used by FBI interrogators, high-stakes negotiators, and elite social engineers. It works because it forces the liar to simulate a future where they have already been caught. The question structure is there any reason why? Followed by a specific piece of evidence or a fact. Let me give you a concrete example. Let's say you suspect your partner was at a bar when they said they were working late. A normal person asks, "Were you at the bar?" The liar has a preloaded no ready to fire. It's automatic. They don't even have to think. But you are going to change the game. You look them in the eye and ask, "Is there any reason why your car would be seen parked outside of O'Malley's bar last night?" Watch what happens. Watch their face. If they are telling the truth, the answer is instant. It's fast. "No, that's impossible. You're crazy." There is no hesitation because there is no mental calculation to do. The truth is absolute. But a liar freezes. Why? Because you just dropped a bomb on their reality. Their brain is suddenly scrambling. They are asking themselves, did someone actually see me? Is there a camera? Did I park out front or in the back? Is he bluffing? If I say no and he has a picture, I'm dead. If I say yes, I have to invent a reason right now. That pause, that silence, that is the cognitive load crushing them. That is the stutter. They might say, well, maybe I drove past it, or I lent my car to my brother. They start bargaining. They start qualifying their answer. They don't give you a hard no, they give you a maybe. This works in business too. Let's say you think an employee is stealing cash. Don't ask, did you take the money? Ask this, is there any reason why your fingerprints would be found on the safe inside? The manager's office, if they are innocent, they say no, never. If they are guilty, they panic. They think, did I wear gloves? Did I touch the handle? And they will say, well, I was cleaning in there last week. Bingo, you got them? This technique is devastating because it attacks the liar's fear of evidence. Liars are always terrified of what you might know. By asking, is there any reason why, you are implying you already have the proof. You are making them negotiate with the evidence before they even answer the question. I want you to think about the last time you felt something was off. You asked a question, and instead of a straight answer, you got a long, winding story full of excuses. Has this happened to you? Have you ever asked a simple question and received a complicated, shady essay in response? Scroll down and leave a comment right now. Tell me I knew they were lying when. And finish that sentence. I want to read your stories. I want to see how many of you have strong instincts but just didn't have the right words to expose the lie, because here is the dangerous part. Sometimes you use this technique and the person doesn't stutter. They don't pause. They look at you and give you a perfect, smooth answer even though you know they are guilty. That means you aren't dealing with a normal liar. You are dealing with something much darker. You are dealing with someone who believes their own lies. And if you are in a room with someone like that, catching them might be the worst mistake you can make. If you ask the "is there any reason why" question, and the person across from you doesn't blink, doesn't pause, and calmly explains it away without a single drop of sweat, you need to be very careful. You have just identified a different kind of threat. The technique I taught you relies on cognitive load. It relies on the brain's natural reaction to the fear of being caught. But there is a small percentage of the population that does not feel that fear. We call them the dark triad: narcissists, Machiavellians, psychopaths. These people don't process lies like you and me. To them, a lie isn't a stressful event. It's just a tool. It's a key that opens a door. When you try to corner them with evidence, they don't panic. They get aggressive. They gaslight. They will turn the question around and attack you for asking it. They will say, "Is there any reason why you are so paranoid? You always do this. You're crazy." Do you see what happened? They didn't answer the question. They attacked the questioner. If you use this technique and the reaction is immediate anger or blame shifting instead of a stutter, stop talking. Do not press further. You have your answer. You aren't dealing with a misunderstanding. You are dealing with a predator. Your goal in that moment isn't to win the argument. It is to exit the situation safely. You cannot out-logic someone who rejects reality. You cannot shame someone who has no shame. This is why we exist. This channel isn't about entertainment. It is about survival. The world is getting noisier, more deceptive, and more dangerous. You are being sold lies by politicians, corporations, and sometimes the people sitting at your dinner table. Most people walk through life blindfolded. They trust because it feels good. They ignore the red flags because the truth is uncomfortable. But you are still here. You are listening to this because you know that comfort is a trap. You know that the only way to protect yourself is to see what others miss. I'm going to share more of these psychological overrides in the next video. I'm going to show you how to read body language that is impossible to fake, and how to spot a manipulation tactic called love bombing before it ruins your life. But I can only tell you if you are here to listen. If you want to be part of the few who actually understand how the world works, hit that subscribe button right now. Turn on the notifications. Do not let the algorithm hide this information from you. Knowledge is your only defense. Stay sharp, stay cryptic, and watch your back.